Oh, time is really flying. It is now 20 minutes before 9 o'clock. Well, recently, the Global Entrepreneurship Congress took place in Johannesburg. It saw entrepreneurs, it saw researchers, investors and policymakers from more than 160 nations laying the path to building one global entrepreneurial ecosystem. Now, one of those in attendance was Oratile Mokubyane, a 20-year-old student. You heard that right, 20-year-old student entrepreneur and founder of FOMO Enterprises. And he joins me now in studio to talk more about what the Congress means for young entrepreneurs in South Africa. Baba, a very good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you
Let's
very
now
much.
talk about your company, FOMO. What does that mean and what does your company do?
FOMO Enterprises comes from the backbone of my baby company, which was FOMO Entertainment. We started it a little over 2.5 years ago. But then through scalability and growth within our sector, I decided to have a holding company, FOMO Enterprises. So we're an investment holding firms. We've got ownership in terms of we invest or start businesses or companies that aim to disrupt a certain sector. 5 sectors we've highlighted as our key sectors: property, financial sector, namely the insurance and the banking sector, healthcare, agriculture and agro-processing, and resources.
Okay.
Because we found that they are very traditional businesses. They adopt old systems in terms of operations, and there's no gap in terms of disruption. So we want to implement those level of disruption in the market and scale up in that regard. Yeah.
Now, guys your age, normally around this time, they look at, enrolling into tertiary institutions for degrees or other. But then what inspired you to take the business route?
Thing is, I'm at a university of Pretoria. I'm studying my final year in accounting science. And I am.
So you run a business on a part-time basis?
No. I split my time evenly.
Okay.
Because for me, my thing is, if you really don't want something, you make time for it. And I do get the time to run my business and go to school. But the thing is, for me, is that I see myself as a change agent. That's how I see myself. And with the many problems we have in Africa, entrepreneurship is the only way to solve it. And what better way to do that at as early as possible? That way I can fail fast, make my mistakes now, and learn from that. But I do encourage anyone out there who sees a problem in the market or in the economy or in the society at large as it is, go in there, find a business solution to it. It's not about the money. It will come eventually.
Yeah.
As young as I am, seeing the cars and the houses, of course it's an appeal to me. But at my core is making a change in Africa.
Well, recently you attended the Global Entrepreneurship Congress here in Sandton, and you mingled with the likes of business gurus such as Adrian Go from the Discovery franchise. What is it that you learned from him?
Oh man, for those who really know me, they know that Adrian is one of my guys.
Yeah.
And having the opportunity to meet him and talk to him actually after the Congress was one which I'll take to my grave. But what I learned from him is that disruption is key in our economy. If you look at what Discovery has done over the past few years, they've completely disrupted the insurance sector via Discovery Vitality and the other holdings they have in the Discovery holding company. So see the gap in the market, go in, make your mistakes, learn from them, and scale up. Is what I've learned from the big guy. But also don't be afraid to take risks.
Yeah.
For far too long, we find ourselves scared to take the risk because what if it doesn't work out? But what if it works out? That's my thinking. Yeah, what if it works out?
Indeed,
and if it does, that's a plus. At the moment, for example, I'm meeting a client on Friday. I don't have his contract. So already it's a no. But if I take that chance, I might turn that no into a yes. You see my thinking. So
now on the issue of risk, I'm actually glad you touched on that issue. One of the biggest challenges facing young entrepreneurs is the access to finance, or rather the lack of it. So how do you deal with such? How do you overcome such a hurdle?
And it's a question I've asked a lot. Financing is not the problem. A good idea will always get capital. That's one of the first rules I learned when I got into business.
Okay.
A good idea will always find capital. All you need to do is test your market. everyone has ideas. I can sit here and write up a business plan, but if I don't go out actively and go seek to make it happen, it's not a business. It's just an idea. So do the dirty work. If you need to go wash windows to make venture capital for a company, do that. If you need to go stand at the corner, that's what people my age are afraid of. We read of stories like Mark Zuckerberg in America, where he had Facebook from his dormitory and got funding from venture capitalists, and they think they'll apply that system in South Africa. Our ecosystems are not the same. We are operating from different kind of backgrounds, so you need to go stand out, go sell your product. A classic example is DJ's Boo and his product, More Fire.
Right.
Guerrilla marketing worked for him, and at the moment he's selling about 1.2 million cans. That is the aim for us. Aggressively attacking the market and just keep going one more day.
Yeah.
Keep it going one more day.
And find a good mentor.
And a mentor, to all the young gents out there and the ladies, a mentor is not someone you go ask, please be my mentor. Me sitting here with you, you could be my mentor. Like I said earlier on, seeing how you handle pressure, seeing how you conduct your interviews, I can take 1 or 2 lessons from that. A mentor does not mean going to ask someone. I'm a Christian. One of my mentors is Jesus. How he conducts himself. David is also my mentor.
Yeah.
Learn from what they went through, how they handled that challenge. Take leave from that, and they will be your mentor. But obviously, having someone with a sound background and what you're doing will be helpful on one of those rainy days. But yeah.
All right. You know what? When I was your age, many decades ago, when I found my mentor, I wanted to sort of, I asked my question, what sort of value am I going to add to that mentor? Because you can't just find a mentor and then you expect that mentor to baby you. People have got lives, they've got things to do. But then, my man, thank you so much for joining us and all the best in your business.
Can I just say, credit to you and your team. Thank you for being the first ones for having me on national television platform.
Bravo.
And I'll be sure to invite you when I list on the New York Stock Exchange in 10 years' time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me,
we aim to serve. That's what we do. Well, that was Oratile Mokubyane, a 20-year-old student entrepreneur and the founder of FOMO Enterprises. He was talking to us about what potential there is really for entrepreneurs in the country, as well as what came out of the Global Entrepreneurship Congress, which happened earlier on this month. We thank him for his time, and we thank you for staying with us till this